I'm doing this video on the 1st of Elul, the day that Moses goes up to Mount Sinai for the third time and receives his second set of commandments. And I'm starting this at the bench that Dad and I used to sit. I have my racket and water. I'm going to the field here to play. And it's just becoming like sunrise here. And I'm going to give another version of the field. That's where I play. But as you know, what I have to say here is a very high level, and the field is closed, so I'm doing this around and walking around, circling the field. I'm talking about today the resurrection of the dead. And will it be in bodies of skin or bodies of light? Will it be the physical world as we know it physically in our physical bodies, or a different type of body? And I've always said that, we're going to be resurrected physically, but now I've changed. I think we're going to be resurrected in bodies of light. And this is the difference between Nachmanides and Maimonides. So, it's not much different there, but Nachmanides believed that you're going to have bodies of light, and Maimonides believe that you're going to have bodies of skin, like I'm walking around now, or apparently walking around now. So I'm circling the field. Here's another. I'm circling the field. The field is closed, but for me right now, but it's going to be open soon, I hope. The difference between the body of light and the body of skin, basically only the first letters. An aleph for the body of light, and a ayin for the body of skin. So this is the actual difference of ayin and aleph, and what we're going to actually see. Like in the Shema, we close our eyes and we put an aleph in front of our eyes with our hand, and we say the Shema with a large ayin in it, and the eyes are closed and the aleph takes over. And when the eyes are closed, there isn't much of a physicality. It's a sense, it's a feel. It's more of a different level. The eye is one level, but when you close your eyes, then you get to the next level, the sense level. I'm going to put my racket water down here, and I'm going to. Here it is. This is the field from the outside. This is like a service gate, and I have to wait for the people to open. It's quite early here. It's before they open. So here's a propitious number right there on the building. 333. Sheleg. And well, here's I'm giving again long delay, but it's like everything to me. It's not surprising that that this is open for me as a definite thing on the 1st of Elul. Elul is 67, which is Bina, which is mother. You know, it's Ima. And the whole idea of resurrection of the dead, for me, as I've done in this recent video, you see, I think that I'm being surrounded by spirits. You see, that spirits are in my house and that they accompany me in the street, and they're accompanying me here. The spirit is the resurrection of the dead. It's not a spirit. They've been resurrected. Why? Because this is Olam Haba. This is Olam Haba. This is Olam Haba. This is the gate to Olam Haba. And these energies that one is looking to resurrect, you know, Matir ha Matim, you know, this energy that's looking to resurrect is available to you on Yom HaKippurim. And why is that available to you on Yom HaKippurim? It's the 5 things that you're supposed to do on Yom HaKippurim. No eating or drinking, no sex, no anointing with oil, and no leather shoes. In other words, you don't wear leather, which is ore with an iron. And you're like angels. See, you're like Malachim. Well, the king is in the field, the Melech is in the field to give you a foretaste of Malach. So right now, as a Malachim, as a Malach, I'm in the field, Shada. The Shaddai. The shadow. The foretaste of the Melech is the Malach. Or the foretaste of the Malach is the Melech, as you add the Aleph. This field you see, when you're resurrected, you're going to have a spiraling body of light. It's the same as your physical body now, but your physical body now goes in a what I would call a slower vibration. This slower vibration is an ion, which is 130, as opposed to a Aleph, which is 111, and the difference between them is 19, which is Hava. It's the feminine. You see? The highest vibration is in the Aleph, which is 1. The ion is 70. The difference is 69. You see? the 6 and 9 are just like the sexual number 69. They linked in their opposite upside down. It's a snake biting its own tail. It's the Cancer sign. The vibration of 1 as opposed to 70. You know, the 70 plus 1 as the number of the Sanhedrin. You see? The years of life as 70. And then eternal life will be the Aleph. And this beautiful vision of a faster spiraling energy. You see, a spiraling energy that's faster, it appears as light. Slower appears physically. In the Oseo world, it's the lowest world here, it's a physical slower. As you approach up into the higher worlds, the dimensions go faster. Emotions, thoughts, instincts, they're all faster than physical running. You know, bioprojection of things are in the higher level. Faster is of a higher level than slower. That's why, what do we do when we want to be a 4-minute miler? We don't want to run a mile in 8 minutes. We want to run it in 4. You want to do faster. Why? Because this symbolizes the Aleph as opposed to the Ayin. You see, the Aleph and the Aleph worlds, Atziliyut and Ayin and Ain and Ein Sof up in the Aleph level, and even Sitra Akra, the Aleph levels. It's the other side of the. So the Ayin the Aleph is the highest level, and then the Sitra, and then the Ayin is of the lower, the 70. The 70 nations in the world, as opposed to the Aleph, the Israel, the Jews. And this spiraling light, and so these lights, this Or, Aleph, Vav, Resh, which is 207, which is Ein Sof, is accompanying me. And my family has been resurrected, and it's the resurrection of the dead. And they're together. And this is evident to me on the 1st of Tishri, 1st of Elul, as I mount along with Moses, Har Sinai. I didn't realize this, to tell you the truth. Let's spell Sinai. Sin, Yud, Nun, Yud. That looks to me like 130. And the Har Sinai is the Ayin. Ayin, Yud, Nun. That's 130. Mounting the physical world to approach the Or. The Ein Sof. It's 207. I'm just doing some work in my own self with Montenegro, which means Black Mountain. When we approach the mountain, the Black Mountain, the dark, the Hoshech. And the difference between Hoshech and Or, Hoshech, by the way, this deep level. And so here, we used to know, Randy, my brother, and I used to know a woman that we used to call the Elul, and we used to walk her home like on holidays from the synagogue 40 years ago, and she used to say, "Oh, her husband died the first of Elul. Let this be as a memory for her." And also, I know a wonderful man from YouTube. His birthday is the first of Elul. Let this be a bracha for him. Let it be a bracha, even if it's seen after the first of Elul. Because the first of Elul symbolizes not only the 30 days of Elul, but the time, the 40 days till Har Sinai, until Moses comes down with the two luchos, the two hands. To know that the resurrection of the dead will be in spiraling light, fast spiraling light that will resemble a body, or a body that you see in a dream. Fast spiraling light that's accompanying me now. So I know, I've always said that I lived in Gan Eden. And I do. I live in Gan Eden. And this is the resurrection of the dead for me. As I elevate my family sparks from physical thoughts to accompanying. I had visions of my brother and mother, my brother combing my mother's hair in the same way that my father used to comb his grandmother's hair. And this was almost an inherited trait and passion that my brother had, to comb his hair. And then I should be a Nazir with the hair. And that's what this. So this fineness of the Aleph as opposed to the Ayin, to the 1 and the 70. And the 1 and the 70 go together in Chokhmah and Bina, and the four Yud of the 72 name of Chokhmah, and the 3 Yud and an Aleph in the 63 name of Bina go together as 71, and that's the Sanhedrin, and that's Mole, and that's full. And this whole vibration that we have of light over physical, of light over leather, of light over material, you see, of the vision of Nachmanides over that of Maimonides, and how Maimonides has a thought process for physical world, and maybe in his deep essence, he believed in the same light, but we have bodies of light, let's face it. We are bodies of light, and bodies of light fast spinning and spiraling. And the faster you go, the more light it is, not only in or light, but lightness. Lightness. And this gravity pull, when you align with it, it becomes a lightness and a different type of body. And this is where obviously I'm at. This resurrection of the dead, of the apparent dead, because quite frankly, Zelem leaves 30 days before. You see? So for those of us of a new year on Tishri, you see, Today is 30 days before, which is the first of Elul, or Rosh Chodesh Elul. And so, quite frankly, it's left. Because there's a parallel in the four Rosh Hashim and of Elul as being for the animal, and Rosh Chodesh and the beginning of all that for the 25th of Tishri for the man. So what does it become? 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and then 30th. I mean the first day of Tishri for man. This spiraling energy of light. And that's when you do some of these physical movements. Do you think I'm going to be talking more about this now that these spirits are accompanying me? That was signified to me by animals and bugs and birds. What a beautiful thing to feel, to experience in this flesh, the resurrection of the dead, of others around me, as spiraling spirits. And they're alive forever in that way. And no wonder my brother looked forward to it. And this was only the antechamber to this space, just like I'm here in the antechamber, the gates of paradise locked unless we enter through light, through internet. What a beautiful morning meditation for me, this Hispodadot in the field. And my self-realization on the first of Elul. Of an energy that goes on forever in Olam Haba. It's Olam Hazeh. Olam Haba. It's Olam Hazeh.